you do when your dog is over anxious around your child? Watch this video. Labradoodle Ruby has become very anxious around the child in the home and is taken to whining and even avoiding by wanting to leave the room. This is stressing the entire family. This is an excerpt of that lesson. So you're gonna get a different leash than this. But you have a doorstop here, down. I would take a leash and I would wrap it around this doorstop. And then because you said she'll get frustrated, she'll start to escalate, not frustrated, she'll have anxiety build and she'll break the down and leave.
She'll just whimper down and go in the other room. She'll feel bad about it,
but she doesn't feel bad about it.
Because she doesn't.
Because they don't have those kind of feelings. But she's in a submissive state, crawling away. Number one, because she's breaking the down and that breaks protocol. So she already knows
it's
wrong.
not right,
But she's also slinking away in avoidance. So it's twofold.
She slinks, that's exactly.
She's slinking away. That's not a dog that's clear in their head. That is a dog that needs help. Okay? But you're gonna tie the leash onto that. And then on a flat nylon collar. Because I won't be able to loop this around her, it's too short. But you're gonna, the flat nylon collar.
The cheapy ones,
will go, hi baby. Will go right here underneath the remote. Okay? And you're gonna attach the leash to the flat nylon collar. So if she does break to go forward, you can't have anything that chokes up. No pinch collar, no choke chain, and not the remote. Because if she pulls against that, it could pull it even tighter, and we don't want it to be uncomfortable. I call this back tying the dog. So anytime you have a dog that is in a down command and they want to break the command, or you need an extra set of hands because you're dealing with a 2-year-old, you're going to back tie her. So flight and avoidance are not an option. So that only leaves compliance. And it leaves submission, but we don't want her in a submissive state. But we're gonna block flight and we're gonna block avoidance. So you're gonna tie it on there, and I don't want tension. So you're gonna attach it to that, and then it's gonna be attached to her. And then just right here, you pet her for a minute, and then you down her. And again, that leash gets attached to her flat nylon collar, and then you're gonna down her. When she whines on the lowest levels, right now, I would not be correcting that, because I think she's expecting on the lowest levels things to come, and we don't want to prove her point. This is where feeling comes in, and I wish I could help you. So you and I are going to have to communicate, all right? And I want to hear how it's going, or even video it and send it to me, all right? But two things has to happen. When she starts to escalate, you have to act like she's not. You don't look at her, you don't be like, Ruby.
And that's exactly what I do.
Now. And now she's like,
knock it off, Ruby.
Right, and then now it begins. Pressure's gonna, so we want to be like, you're fine. You're not gonna say anything though. You literally
just go about life.
Because the anxiety, she's not whining to protest to get up. She's whining because her brain is starting to spin up, and it always ends badly. So it has to not end badly to start to program her differently. So you're gonna just leave her here, and even if she whines some, now you have to stay in sight though. You have to stay in sight. Do your best. But you do have to stay in sight. But if she whines, but then he calms down, and then the whining goes away, and then everything is good. She didn't go into flight. No pressure came. She didn't die. He was vocal. He came back down. Being calm worked for her. She didn't have to do all those other things. It's like the mailman syndrome. So, dogs on the front porch, the mailman comes, he's like, rah, runs to the gate, mailman leaves, and the dog comes back like, I'm bad,
I got him out of here.
I made him leave. He doesn't know the mailman would have left this way. Barking worked. Charging the gate worked. Becomes patterns, becomes habits, becomes triggers. We've got to undo her triggers. We have to undo her patterns, and we have to undo yours. If she starts to howl, so what I would do is this, because the pinch collar and leash is more clear. So not only are you gonna have the back line on her, you're gonna have the pinch collar and leash on her on the front. So the pinch collar and leash will be above the pinch. If she starts to howl, I want you to walk over, get the leash in your hand, give her a slight correction, and say down. That will go to her foundation. That will interrupt the brain, but it will be different than this. Because if your remote corrections are not clear, that in itself can cause anxiety, because you already told me you're about 50-50 with consistency with the rules of the remote.
I went to correct her yesterday and she was already gone.
So we're not going to do that. Leave the remote on just for conditioning.
Okay.
But I want you to come. You're going to have to walk over. So she's howling, but she can't. She's down, but she's laying there. Whatever she's doing.
She can't get away because she
can't get away. You're just going to walk in. The pinch collar and leash is already laying there. You're just going to give a leash correction to interrupt the brain. Quiet. She's going to stop.
So I've got 3 collars on it.
Yes, you
point.
do. You have a flat
bottom.
collar.
Yeah.
Which has the back tie.
Okay.
You have the remote, which is in the middle, and the pinch collar is on the top.
On the top. Okay.
And you're going to walk in and give a pinch collar correction. And you're going to stand there because body pressure is closer. She's going to stop. She's calm. You just say down and walk away.
What if she stops before I even get there?
Has that happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
She kind of sees me coming and is like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
Then you're just going to say down.
Okay.
And you're going to walk away. This is the thing. If she immediately starts to howl again, then you're going to go back and correct the next time.
Okay.
But this is the other thing. If the dog starts to howl, so this is where feeling comes in. Dog training is not 1 + 1 = 2. You have to know what you're looking at. You have to know what the dog's patterns are. You have to know what's best for the dog, and that's where feeling comes in. But if I have a dog with this history, lack of clarity, doesn't want to be wrong, a lot of what she's doing is not out of disrespect or belligerence. It's out of a lack of clarity. So we don't want to correct a dog. We want to show her.
Yeah.
Okay? So if she is howling and you do approach, you're going to approach without saying anything. But then if she does stop before you get to her, just because she sees you coming, then you might remind her down and walk away.
And just give her, and then just give her a little.
No. If you're approaching
and she stops.
Down means lay down and shut up.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like down, and then you'll walk away. But then if she starts again,
Sorry.
then it's all right. But then if she starts again, you will say nothing, walk in, give that leash correction, and then you're gonna say down again. Because this is the point. If on your approach she always stops, she'll learn how to stop you from following through. If you always start to walk to her and she stops doing what was wrong, then she knows how to stop you from following through. She'll know how to get away from.
Okay.
But if she immediately starts up again, you're gonna say nothing, you're gonna go through and you're gonna correct her anyway. Even if on your second approach she stops, you're gonna walk through and give a little correction. It's not gonna necessarily be firm. You're just following through.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna say down, and then you're gonna step away.
Just to get her to focus.
It's to redirect the brain. It's to interrupt the brain of the rules of. And so the thing is she is sensitive. So when you walk in to give that leash, that pinch collar correction, very likely it's gonna be just a little bit. But then if she keeps it up, then it might start to be more. But this is the key. You can never deliver it frustrated. You can never turn around and stop saying her name. Forget her name. Even over there, you said Ruby down. Forget it.
Yeah.
She's the only dog in the room. Just down, because I don't want Ruby coming out as a habit of Ruby.
Yeah. Oh. Yep.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Because it's not. The name should be an invite. The name should be like, yeah, not.
She doesn't know it's her name. She just thinks it's bad, maybe.
Well, who knows?
Yeah.
All she knows is what she's feeling coming from you of what you're projecting when
Does she seem anxious now to you?
No.
Okay.
I'm watching her breathing. She's not panting. It's not as much as it was earlier. She's uptight though. She's not relaxed for sure, but it's not, and I just let her be.
Do you think she's an overly sensitive dog?
No.
Okay.
I just think things have really been unclear, so you just have some bad stuff. But
okay.
I think that you guys are like this.
Yeah.
I think she has some tendencies, and honestly, I think that you're an overloaded. I just think it's exasperated, and it's made it a lot worse. But I think that if we can just not react to her, but when we are going to create structure, we respond in an unemotional, calm, matter-of-fact way, it's going to take all of these layers. Because right now she walks around like, because she's worried
she's walking
about
on eggshells.
Because she's laying there and he comes by and she's not aggressive, but she's side-eyeing him like she's worried. She doesn't even want to deal with it because she knows something bad's going to happen because it's proven every day.
Yeah.
Right?
For 18 months.
This is the point. Pressure is, it doesn't matter that it was half her fault, but pressure is gonna come because he's here. And she never knows really when. So and it just spins out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is what I would do. You have her back lined. You're gonna have the pinch collar and leash. You are not gonna correct with this. And then there's no risk of it being unclear.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the pinch collar and the leash. And you always are gonna correct in a direction you want the dog to go. So if she's there, I'm gonna get the leash. I'm just gonna correct straight out to the side like that. It's just a pop release.
Okay.
Okay?
Is this an hour a day?
Say down.
Same
I would
thing?
do it as a down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Till the next lesson, we just thank you so much for listening. We hope you gained some value. And again, your dog will never be what you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. And we just thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.